The roar of a motorcycle echoed through the empty desert highway. Jake Ironclad Lawson, once a feared biker, rode with the weight of his past on his shoulders. The leather cut on his back wasn't just a symbol, it was a burden, a reminder of the gang he could never seem to escape. But tonight, something felt different. He wasn't running from the law, from his past mistakes, or from the ghosts of the people he'd hurt. He was running from himself. Jake clenched his fists around the handlebars. He had lost everything, his family, his dignity, and now even his faith in himself. He wasn't sure if the road ahead led to redemption or destruction, but deep inside, a part of him was too tired to care. Then, through the night silence, a sound broke through. Another engine, another rider. Jake glanced to his side, expecting a rival, maybe even someone sent to collect on an old debt. But instead, he saw something that made his heart skip a beat. The man riding beside him was Keanu Reeves. Yes, that Keanu Reeves, the Hollywood star, the motorcycle enthusiast, the legend. For a moment, Jake thought he was hallucinating. Maybe exhaustion had finally gotten the best of him. But no, the man looked over and gave a knowing nod, as if he could sense the storm raging inside Jake's soul. Keanu didn't ask questions. He didn't need to. Instead, he simply motioned ahead as if to say, "Ride with me." And for some reason, Jake did. The two rode together through the endless stretch of desert, side by side, the wind howling around them like a whispered promise. Finally, Keanu pulled off to a roadside diner, and Jake, curiosity outweighing his doubt, followed. They sat across from each other in a dimly lit booth, the smell of coffee and old leather filling the air. "You look like a man at a crossroads," Keanu said, his voice calm, steady. Jake hesitated. He had spent years burying his pain, hiding behind the tough exterior of a biker. But something about this man made him want to speak. "I've done things," Jake admitted, staring at his black coffee. "Things I can't undo." Keanu didn't flinch. "We all have a past, but the road only moves forward." Jake let out a bitter laugh. "Easy for you to say. You're famous. You've got money. You've got everything." Keanu's expression darkened, but not with anger, with something else. Understanding. "I lost my best friend when I was young," Keanu said quietly. "Then I lost the woman I loved, and my daughter. She never got to take her first breath." Jake froze. He had heard stories about Keanu's losses, but hearing it from the man himself was different. Keanu looked him in the eye. "I could have let grief consume me. I could have given in to the darkness." "But you know what kept me going?" Jake shook his head. Keanu took a slow sip of his coffee. "The road, riding. It reminded me that no matter how hard life gets, we can always keep moving forward." Jake swallowed the lump in his throat. For the first time in years, he felt something other than anger. He felt hope. They rode again before parting ways, but Keanu's words stayed with Jake. He thought about the road, about moving forward, and for the first time, he didn't just ride to escape, he rode to change. Jake left his old gang. He started fixing bikes instead of breaking them. He even reached out to the son he had abandoned years ago, hoping, praying for a second chance. One day, he got a call. It was from a motorcycle charity for underprivileged kids. They needed volunteers to teach young riders about responsibility and respect. Jake accepted. When he arrived, he saw a familiar figure standing among the kids, Keanu Reeves. Keanu walked over, smiling. "Told you the road only moves forward," Jake smirked. "Yeah, and for the first time in my life, I think I'm actually going in the right direction." As the sun set, Jake handed a young boy his first helmet, watching as he climbed onto a bike. He had spent years destroying lives. Now he was helping build them, and it all started with one unexpected ride. With Keanu Reeves. The road to redemption is never easy, But sometimes the right person comes along at just the right moment to remind us it's never too late to change. What do you think? Do you believe people can truly change? Let us know in the comments. Down arrow fire.